Welcome back, dear viewers. As we said earlier, that we are going to talk about the power of choices and to what extent it helps us in shaping lives, as today's choices are creating our tomorrows. And to shed more light on this issue, I'm delighted to be joined here in the studio with Mr. Mohamed Issa, life coach. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
And we wish you a happy year and happy celebrations. First of all, sir, if you can tell us to what extent being balanced internally can help us make better and correct choices.
Okay, actually we are coming very near to the new year. Actually we are very close to the new year, and this is a special moment for many of the people. They are looking back at their past, what they did, what they achieved at the last year for towards themselves, the work and their families. I'm here today to speak how to look positively at this year, instead of regretting some of the moments and increasing more the sadness and the sorrow when you look back at this year. Actually, the last year is a feedback for the coming year. If we know how to look positively and know the power of the choices, that we have the choices and we always have the ability and are capable to choose what is good for us and correct our behaviors and our way of thinking to choose better in the new year, and that will make more opportunities for us. Will make more our choices more powerful also.
Yeah. How can we make this outlook optimistic?
Actually, being optimistic starts from the inner. The person will not able to make a good choices if he is not stable from his internally.
Yes.
Okay, so the person has to start with himself, treating himself in a good way, and actually also finding the true self by being himself, not being what the others want him to be.
Yes.
Many of the people, when they try to pretend for the others or being what they expect him or her to be, that's lead them to lose themselves and lose the connection with themselves, and at the end they find they didn't achieve anything toward themselves. So the power of a change and power of a choice start that the person get connected to himself or herself first.
So how can we guarantee or make sure that we are making right choices?
Actually, the right choices, there is no guarantee that I'm taking the right choice or not, but the thing that we have to follow is getting feedback. Getting feedback, internal feedback, sometimes external feedback. The feedback is a process that will guarantee that we go to the right way and focus on the right thing always.
Yeah. How can also, if you can give us some tips about how can oneself be acquainted with his inner side and to get well acquainted with that?
Actually, one of the famous techniques that the person can follow is the quiet time. We call the quiet time. At the morning or maybe at the night, they just sit and just let all the ideas and the thoughts flow in their minds and their body, and they start to review what they did right and did wrong, and by this quiet time they can enhance and correct their way.
Yeah, but don't you think that self-assessment is sometimes difficult because sometimes the person is in a state of denial?
Yes, you are right. But the quiet time is a kind of a meditation technique. So when you surrender to yourself, all the thing will come in front of you. Yeah. So you have to face it or you run away. So the only I believe that only brave people who can do this brave time. But you are correct. So but if they will do it every day, you will not able to run away from the right choice. Yeah.
Okay, to what extent achieving a work balance is important?
Actually, also work balance from the factors that affect our inner. So if the person is not able to achieve that balance with the work, they may lose the connection with their families. Also, they can harm themselves by illness or overworking, and that's take a lot of time. Many of the people some of my friends I can see also they stay a long time, and I was one of them. One day maybe I was working over 15 hours a day, and that affected my health a lot, and I found it also that affecting my connection with the people and my friendship and my family. I found that I don't spend a quality time with my family, with my friends, and then I started to achieve a work balance in my life. So I have to respect the family, I have to respect my health, I have to respect the work also.
Yeah. Well, speaking also about the importance of meditation, to what extent is like classes, for instance, important, and how can it benefit a person?
Actually, meditation is very important. You don't have to practice yoga to do meditation. Meditation can be done very simply. You just breathe or just sit quietly. This is a kind of meditation. Meditation is a way to discover your inner. The meditation is a way to discover yourself. By discovering yourself, you are able to correct yourself, and you're able, when you look at the past, you know what you need to correct. If you are not able to discover ourselves, we will not able to look to the future and go the right way, and also to correct our choices. The power of the choices come from ourselves, so we have to be internally balanced to able to see and focus on the right way.
So some people suppress their feelings in order to keep peace with others, and this affects them in a negative way. What's your take on this?
Suppressing feelings, one of the things that affects also our inner balance. So if we always suppress our feeling because we want to make the people around us happy, and we forget ourselves, that will lead to that backfire. Yes, the person will lose himself or herself. And actually also that suppressing is the person is denying himself, and simply it is a rule. If you will not take care of yourself, you will not able to take care from the people around you. You are very important. What is the value of everything around you without you being healthy and wealthy?
So how can a person live a true life to himself, not the life expected by others, and at the same time avoid clashes with the people around him?
Actually, this is a common mistake that people follow, that they try to live the life that what the others expect from them. But simply, when we ask the other around them, what maybe for example the family, what do you need from your son? They need him to be successful. So if the person will bring success, they will be happy. And success may not come by following what the
and it also success for his family may be may mean something different from what success means to himself.
Yes, actually, sometimes it is. This is another case. Sometimes it's a conflict between the target of the family and the target of the person, and here they need a kind of communication. If there is a right communication and a right way of connecting with them, they may reach something in the middle between that.
And also, to what extent is it significant reconciliation with oneself? I mean, reconciliation to like as you said, assess what you have done throughout the year, and to admit the mistakes, and not to regret them, rather, and to how to overcome these mistakes, and so on and so forth.
Actually, what we go through is an experience, and we are a factor in this experience. If you are not able to see how we affected the situation by being there, we will not able to expect the future. So to know what's going to the future, we have to look how we affected the past, and we are dynamics. We have a dynamics. We have a mind and emotions, and by changing our dynamics and altering our dynamics, we will able to achieve better. It is failure is not just by not able to do, but failure is a failure when the person decided to be a failure. So as long as you are continue doing and trying, this can be listed as a success.
Yes,
So do you think that everyone has some hidden aspects, and that everyone should work on discovering these aspects?
Yeah, sure. Actually, this is a very nice point. As you mentioned before, meditation. Meditation or quiet time will help the person to know what they really need. Some people, they live in life, they don't know their passion, and many of the questions come to me, how to find the passion, how I find what I am good for, or why I'm here. By meditation, and meditation is a way of observing. So when the person observes himself or herself and the surround, they know why they are here, and by knowing why you are here, you will know what's the best you can do. In the place you are, and the place you are, this is a PowerPoint. You are very powerful at your place, at the moment, in the now. So if you're connected to your power and the now, you will know what is the best choice you can take.
During this meditation sessions, like, do you need a mirror, or do you just close your eyes and...
Okay, actually mirror is one of the techniques that is very smart. That you put a mirror and you look to yourself, and this is one of the meditation techniques that people use to accept self-acceptance, because some people, they don't accept how they look. By accepting yourself, you connect more and you look to yourself. Yes, you can use a mirror and you can just sit quiet. Yeah.
So in general, how can a person improve his productivity?
I believe productivity can be improved in many ways. It depends on the person target and what they do.
Yes.
But one of these ways is by reading, maybe taking courses. The person get better by practicing. So practicing makes things perfect. Yeah.
And is it important for everyone to set priorities?
Sure, we have to set priorities in our life, and because when we set priorities, we know what we need to focus on at this moment.
Yes.
Focusing is one of the skills we have to improve in our life, because if we are not able to focus, we may leave things uncompleted or not completed, and this will affect sure our life and our quality of life.
And also, and a question that comes to mind, how can you strike a balance between working effectively and efficiently, and at the same time spending quality time, the time that you just mentioned?
Actually, to able to balance your work life and your personal life or family life, this will need this is a skill. You need to learn it and practice it. It will come by by practice and try and error. You try this and try this, and you can reach that. But the only person know how to do that is you, or the person who want to achieve that. By trying to maybe changing the time, maybe changing the work time, if it's flexible, or the tasks that they do, or maybe they can take some work at home, they can finish at home. So if they stay more than the working hours, some people they work maybe than 8
so
hours.
It's more about management.
Yeah, sure. It's all it's about how to manage your daily life. Yeah.
And to what extent the surrounding environment affects our personality?
Surrounding environment,
Yes.
which means?
Friends, family. To what extent these things affect our personality? How can we create a perception of uniqueness, not to be affected by others?
Yes, as I said, one of the things that create our uniqueness is to connect to yourself. If the person see himself is in a unique way, they will able to deliver unique things to the surrounds, and he will able to do his job in a unique way. And I believe this comes from the school and from the parents. To stress on the kid or the children how unique and how different they are from the others.
Yes.
Also, speaking about the ambience, does the ambience affect how you act? I mean, if a person is living in a crowded, busy city, would act differently or would feel differently than someone who's living in a quiet place or like a resort city?
For sure. Actually, say the surrounding environment will affect you, but at the end, as I said before, we are dynamic. Using this opportunity to be dynamic will enable you to achieve what you want at the level that you
environment you're living in.
But for sure it have an effect on us. But being able to adapt and dynamic will give you the chance to also achieve at least to the level that you need. But we have to put an eye that the surrounding is affecting us.
Yes. Unfortunately, we're running out of time, but really do appreciate your insight. Mohamed Issa, life coach, thank you so much for being with us, and Happy New Year and Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Mr. Mohamed Issa.
Thank you.
And now, dear viewers, this brings us to the end of today's edition of The Breakfast Show. See you tomorrow with a new edition and new crew. This is Shina Adel Karim Gamal Eddin signing off.